Hello, everyone. Oh, it's delayed. Of course it's delayed. How's it going today? I suppose I ought to post a link to this. All right. You can see my face. I got to remember that. That's something I'm not fully used to. Totally have quarantine here. Don't know why I put my face on today, but figured I would. Welcome, everyone. Here we go. We got mechanists. Hyper MX. Alien Anthony, TNT Outburst, Webcam Epic, yeah. I'm getting used to it. So, welcome everybody. I should probably drop it in observe mode. So, these guys have been running all morning. I had to hit them with a hard reset though, because I deleted all my orgs, so you guys could run. And then I spent most of the day editing a video. So, it's all uploaded and scheduled to go out in 3 hours. I just figured if I put it out before, because I finished it like probably 15 minutes ago. If I put it out right now, then that would probably be confusing for some people that might either miss the live stream or miss the video. So it'll come out later. Yes, Mechanist, my face. You've seen my face before in the videos. It's slightly less surprising, I think. I don't know. Hopefully not as offensive as I would be afraid. Divi Work Video. Hi. Divi Work Video. Are you on the Discord? If you're on Discord, let me know. Oh, this is probably bad audio because I'm turning that way, but the microphone's there. So I want to get one of those DSLR, those cam links, so I can have the DSLR, which is a much higher video quality on, like, do stuff, and then I won't have to do this weird setups as much. I'm also doing a standing desk today, versus normally I'm sitting during this, but I sat for like hours already today. All right, so for everybody curious, we are doing hiders and seekers right now, and the hiders are pretty much dominating. So we can take a look at what they're doing. If I can find this, there we go. Let's get to it. Training rooms, hide and seek. I just gotta change this to chaosnet.ai. 1 second. There we go. Hide and seek. Sessions. All right. So on my to-do list is to wire in a better data table for this, by the way, so we can do sorting and whatnot. But if we're looking at the high scores, actually we've got some seekers that are scoring here too. That's cool. Looks like we're at 34, and I don't think I put a limit on what these guys could do. Like, they could go as high as they want. They're not using fitness rules. They're using a very specific. You know what? I think in my last build, I might have left that wired in hard. So anybody that's using 0.3.17.1, you might have hide and seek. You know what? It probably, if your roles aren't named the same, it probably won't do anything. So never mind. I think I did leave that wired in. So whoops. All right, back to the comments here. Am I observing? I'm observing. Yeah. Tactical Gamer, how's it going? Divi Work Video. What is your Discord handle? So if anybody is on the Discord handle and your Discord handle is different from your normal thing, feel free to shout it out just so I know I'm talking to. HyperMX, I'm pretty sure you're Overflow, but I could be wrong. We are on Teamy, right? Mechanist says, Mechanist, I actually got rid of Teamy and merged it into Master. Like, I didn't get rid of it, I merged it into Master, so it's no longer a thing. So that's me controlling it. And that's the ray traces of that thing's eyes. Okay, now I'm back in a bot. So I don't think they've developed that intelligent of behaviors in the short run I have been doing so far today. So, Mechanist, we found your doppelganger, Mecha Reet. This is awesome. So cool. Did we work video? Mechanist was wondering who you were. And all right, I got HyperMX correct. So, what I want to do today, I was thinking I could do some dev work, or we could just watch these things runabouts, because I thought I saw some intelligent behavior where they start to hide. I'm going to hop out of this. Where there was some amount of behavior that was intelligent, but I'm not seeing it as consistently as I would like. So I did see a Mario or a hider change directions when they saw a seeker there. This guy's doing pretty good, but that could just be luck. Yeah, that's probably just luck. Double check something, start observing. Okay, so it'll jump to the highest scoring one in a little bit, so we'll do that. I want to see AI Empires fight. We will get there, but probably not during this live feed. So we're basically just waiting for them to actually hide here. This is a seeker. Stop showing me seekers. Show me more hiders. Mechanist, I have no idea what you mean either. And it appears neither does Divi work video. I gotta remember on my camera, because otherwise I'm gonna, like, I don't know, itch myself inappropriately or something. Okay, we got 13 there. Expected life end went up, so that's good. That's what we're. Actually, it's not going up as fast as it should be. I'm gonna real quick increase the amount of life given there, because that shouldn't be that low. Also, I think Ernie's at the door, so I may have to let him in. But then he might want to go out. I don't know. Let's see. It's in the tickables. Chaos team tracker. Yeah, it should be giving him 1 life. So that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because the server doesn't know that, and the server is what's causing him to die. So it's a massive failure in the last couple hours. Tactical Gamer, you got 200 subscribers in 2 weeks. Man. Mechanist, thank you for clarifying. Nani is what in Japanese? I know 200 subscribers in 2 weeks. It's been nuts. I think it said plus 117 in the last 28 days. Was the thing I used for the video today, because I kept using the clips from the last live stream where we passed 1,000. Okay, so here's the problem. So I'm jumping around here. I got to send this back to the server. So let's drop that over here, over here, put that there, and this is a little weird to have the client sending that information back to the server, but we'll do it. I try not to do too much development on here, but since I've been spending so much time making sure the servers are up and like actually supporting ChaosNet for other people to train, that I have not spent nearly as much time as I would like building new experiments. But it's good that other people can train. That's It's kind of a cost payoff. So if you're only here to watch YouTube videos of me training, well, I think it's gonna be a lot more interesting when everybody can train. So server score, we're gonna go client score event packet. I don't really need to. It doesn't really need to be like a score event. We'll call it client org change packet, org update packet. Yeah, that'll do. And we're gonna give it an org namespace. We'll do. We're gonna get rid of that. I don't want that anymore. An org namespace. I'm gonna make a field. Let's see. We can do called action, and we'll do a float called value. And then I don't know. We don't need Gradle out. Sorry. I feel like this is more. Oh, geez. I think this would be more cinematic if I went to third person view. There we go. Never fear. Welcome to the party. HyperMX, did you fix the backwards compatibility, or is that a harder issue? I got tied up with the video because I felt really guilty I didn't put out a video this week just because some stuff went down. So I didn't want. I thought it would behoove me. When I get in the rhythm of doing something, I find it best to keep up with it. It's the second you think, oh, I can take 1 week off or whatever, you all of a sudden the ball drops. I was doing a podcast from a co-working space, which was fun, and then this whole thing happened, and we took a little time off, and it's gone sideways. So it's like I don't want that to happen to this channel, and we've seen it before with version 0.1 and 0.2. So I'm like, we got so much momentum right now. I was like, I got to buckle down and get this video out, even if it's a couple days late. I'm gonna get it out. So I did. And there is someone wandering close to the yard, in the yard, doing yard work. So I put a noise denoiser on this thing, and I'm standing exceptionally close to it. So Mechanist probably need to change back to prod. Actually, prod and dev are very similar right now, so I don't think you're gonna have too many problems training on dev right now, just because I haven't worked on it at all today. So sorry, this is not as exciting as what you guys probably wanted to see. We got 7 people watching right now. How's everybody doing? Guys all hanging in there? Guys and girls? It now says that there's like 0.01% women that watch this stream, and that might just be my mother. I don't know, but I don't think she even watches this. So, yes, client org update packet. All right, we don't need that. We just need this. So, and to clarify for anybody that's late, what I'm trying to do right now is I realized I was setting the score on the client, which is what needs to happen, the score getting set on client side, because that's what reports it, but the life was not getting changed. So, got these right outside. Sorry about the background noise. Very professional setup we have here. All right, there we go. Get server. We'll call it handle client org update packet. There we go. Don't need that. And I'll enter create method. There we go. All right. And then first we'll find the org, and let's see. Oh, here we go. We got a bunch more stuff going on. TNT outburst. How's it going? Is the nav next? Well, that's a good thing to discuss. I was going to try and simulate this similar to how OpenAI is. Hopefully, you guys can hear me because they're really just blasting away out there. How OpenAI simulates their stuff, and they use ray trace. So I was going to try the LiDAR, but they also have, it's a little easier for them because they're doing fixed intervals. So I was wondering if we should focus with that a bit longer, maybe another week or so, because I honestly think that this is going to be a 4 to 8 part series trying to even come close to the results they had there. So the navnet and that I have thought about, but so I also was thinking that their navigation is a huge problem for these guys right now. So I don't know. I'm torn. I am a little torn. So let's see. Tactical Gamer, what's you of PC? I'm Tactical Gamer. I'm not. What's your PC? Okay. This is a Dell XPS 15-inch, and I really need to start putting a link to that in the show notes. So Dell XPS 15-inch i9 8-core laptop, not a desktop, because when the world isn't completely screwed up, then I travel a lot because I enjoy traveling, and the world's a wonderful place to check out. URN. I can't type, but I'll travel. All right. Chaos settings not found. Oh, God, that is really bugging me. Mechanist. Sorry. I thought I thought I had this backward compatibility stuff set up for the rooms, but if you post a link to the room, I'll in the Chaos support channel, I'll fix it. Maybe not on the stream, but I can fix it. I just gotta keep copying and pasting stuff. I need to write a batch job just to update all the older ones, but I was afraid that would cause more damage than good. Sean Connolly, I actually caught a live stream. Too good checking in. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see where I'm going. Apply for an Amazon affiliate program. Actually, I already got Amazon affiliate program, and I have a book on Amazon. Believe it or not, it's related to coaching, which is one of my many hobbies. So, yep, self-published book. I'm thinking about writing a book about this, but I just don't have time right now. I'm just moving too fast on it. But someday, I'd love to write a book on building all this stuff and a lot of other things. Tactical Gamer, I got a GTX 1070 i7. I can help train your AI. You're more than welcome to hop on the Discord, and we'll help you get set up. You can download the jar from the hashtag chaos. I guess we just say the channel chaos releases, and go to chaosnet.ai, and you're good to go. All right, I'm going to code for a second here, or I'll never get this done. Get message dot. We'll just call this the same thing. Method server org manager, good. And we'll do a switch. I guess I should probably put. I'm gonna need to create an enum for this somewhere. I think I'll. What do we want to call this? You know what? I'll put it in this. It'll make more sense to put it in here. There we go. So we're gonna have to go back to the client, not the client thread. Go back. Nope, not there either. I think this is nope, not that. Well, I got a bunch of junk open in here. What we're gonna do is and comma, and the action's going to be, actually we're going to change, I'm going to change one thing real quick. Good. Okay. Checking the comments here. All right, posted it. Awesome. HyperMX, even if I create a new training room, I still get the error. It doesn't show the item spawn setting on the web page. Really? That's weird. I mentioned this in the Discord. Orgs don't spawn correctly with their items. I had to manually add the items. Okay, that's super weird because it's working for me, but I can dig in. Cold Embrace, you may have a merge conflict that I can help you look at. Cold Embrace or Never Fear, post a link to your, I really just need to bookmark your repo. Post a link to your repo, and I'll, in ChaosCraft support, and I will take a look at your code and see if there was a merge conflict or something that didn't get merged over. That seems possible. All right, so here we go. Client. What did I call it? Client org update. There we go. And we're going to just do this because there's like a 90% chance I'll forget to change it. This way it'll update both whenever I update it. Okay, cool. That's good. Then we're going to go back to so that's the client org manager. No. Wait, was that the client org manager? Oh, no, okay, that wasn't client org manager. Server org manager is what we need. Okay, switch. Nuts. I might not be able to do a switch case with this. I don't remember why that does that. Hope it doesn't. All right, 1 second. We're going to do if. Fat finger and everything right now. We got 12 viewers. Hey, everybody. Sorry you're stuck watching me code. I realized that we weren't updating the end life stuff with the new hiders and seekers fitness function. That's a totally custom fitness function, so it's a little tricky because it's, a little more complicated than the achievement one. So if you don't see me reading the chat, feel free to keep posting. I'll jump on in a second. I'm just trying to remember what the heck I was doing here. It's was it new expected? Was it life? What is it? Max life seconds plus equals message dot value. Good. Okay, so here we're going to do else row new. It'll two-string itself. I'm afraid a null will hit it or something and it'll blow up there. Okay, so we got to restart the client and the server for that. And there's like a 90% chance I forgot something or messed something up because the live stream and people are clearly vacuuming or doing stuff in the lawn, making a bunch of noise. Oh man, why do we still have you open? Adobe Premiere just eat my GPUs. And that. Get out of here. Okay, restarting server. Restarting client. Looking at this pretty little diagram that I didn't make. that we're kind of basing some of this stuff on. All right. Here we go. How do you? All right. Mechanist, what training room am I in? Hiders and seekers. Schematical. Hold on. It's right here. It's hide and seek. My bad. Here we go. Let's see. Never fear. I have to push up some local changes that I have, I think, but the bigger bits should be working there already. Posted a link in the Discord. Cool. The fun buns, get that bread. All right. I will do so because this project is costing bread. I don't quite know. The fun buns. Are you on Discord? Is it a different name? Just out of curiosity. Okay, didn't restart the server. Never restarts the server. Daniel B, how's it going? Welcome to the party. We are working on hiders and seekers right now. Tactical Gamer, how do I get on your Discord? There should be a link in the section about the channel. I can whip you up an invite though and post right here anyway. There you go. I'm gonna post it when I remember which tab I was streaming on. There we go. Looks like my face has disappeared. I'm gonna turn this on and off. I keep forgetting my face is on the camera. Hi, I'm Matt with Schematical. You've seen me say that like a million times probably if you're here. Or technically, I guess. Only a handful of times, so I guess I started just putting my face on there. And I think it has upped the engagement. The fun buns? Okay. Well, welcome. Are you familiar with what we're doing? Is anybody here new? We got 12 people on right now. Is anybody here not familiar with this madness on my screen that's about to get weirder? So I can be happy to explain it. Daniel B, I should be doing my homework, but this is more interesting. We'll see if I can get these guys extending their life. I trained for probably 4 hours or so today while I was editing the video, which the video will be released 3 hours after this stream starts. It's already uploaded and everything. It was so close to when we're starting the stream, I thought it might confuse people if a video came out at the same time and then they might miss one or the other. So I said, all right, we'll just postpone it. And I'm gonna say it's nothing crazy special. It does showcase that we hit 1,000, but I honestly had such a weird week that I did not get anything up for it. So, okay, let's try and hop on someone. We're gonna try and find the scoring one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a breakpoint in there. Wait, is the life going up? The life is not going up. Okay, we're gonna make sure this is getting hit. The fun buns. I'm learning. I've watched a few vids. Cool. All right, that's good stuff. The YouTube channel description should have a link in the Discord. I think it does. If it doesn't, let me know and I will fix that. Okay, this breakpoint's not getting hit. Oh, it's a seek. I only did it for seek success. Oh my god. So, all right, we're gonna have to restart again here. I'll do the same trick here. Int life equals 1. And the seekers aren't really doing great yet, but this, whoa, it just crashed on me. What do we got? Server's fine. Client, I think it must have actually tried to hit the breakpoint. I didn't I knew this was going to happen. I always forget to register the packet. Let's go back here. So what you do when you do a new network packet, you have to register it here. And it never tabs it correctly. Okay, no, that's not it. There we go, that one. And so if anybody here is learning how to mod and you want to send packets, you've always got to update that. So it did hit my code at some point though, which is good. All right. Keep forgetting I'm on camera, then I look over and I see my face and it's like, what is going on? It's tripping me out. I'll get used to this eventually. We can help you, and there's what I'm saying. There. So Tactical Gamer, first thing you're going to want to do is you want to go to chaosnet.ai and /sign up or whatever is in the corner there. And you can sign up for an account. And the second thing you want to do is download the jar from the ChaosCraft releases channel. Probably the latest one is 0.3.17.1. It's weird that I know these things, but I suppose I do spend all day working on this. And then you use the credentials from one to log in the other, and then you pick a training room. And basically, I told you the Discord people will help you kind of walk through it a lot of times. I've never fathomed in my lifetime I would have such an amazing little online community that's helping me out here and helping other people. You guys are awesome. So, but we do, and they help. Very positive. Honestly, I don't think I'd be handling this whole isolation thing as well without you guys. Okay, now I'm observing. All right. We've got a seeker. His life went up for a second. Did it stop going up? It's not going up anymore. It didn't. All right. It may have never been going up. All right. Breakpoint time. One of these days, we're going to get a run where I don't have to sit there and code through half of the darn YouTube live stream. Twitch live streams, I'm fine with it. YouTube live streams, I don't know. Maybe I should do a second live stream where it's meant to be code specific. And now I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Okay, Chaos Team Tracker. There we go. All right, so we got to drop a breakpoint there. Okay, that's hit. Okay. I don't know. It hit it. Let's go into the server org manager. There we go. Let's see if that ever gets hit. I should probably go in here and make sure this gets hit. We don't need that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Need that. Okay, so Seeker just got a point. That's good. Send to server, good. Moving on. So it's got nothing. It's not, the server's not taking it. Server doesn't seem to be aware what's happening. Definitely don't need that. Is the server freaking out about it? I didn't reset the server. I just reset the client. Burning time is what I do. All right, Never Fear's on it too. Thank you, Never Fear, as per usual. It's like the last stream saving my brains. That's sad. All right. Is the server back up? Nope. Yep. There we go. Back to server list. Probably give it another second. I'm hungry. Does anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? Let's see. Okay. Observe mode is where we need to be. Start observing. Actually, the breakpoint will get hit the second it does it anyway, so what we got? We've got a whole bunch of not good stuff. Okay, it's blowing up quietly. What is the actual error? Come on. Illegal packet action. Oh. Illegal packet. Action species. Okay. That makes sense, actually. I wrote the org namespace twice. So I copied it and then I started talking. Okay. That's an encoding thing. It's on the client, not the server. What are you doing? All right. Restarting both of them just to be safe. Oh man, here we go. A lot of chat. Never fear, not really. Same old stuff. Huh. Yeah, right now everything seems to be a bit Groundhog's Day, isn't it? As in the same thing happening over and over again, referring to the Bill Murray movie Groundhog's Day. The fun buns. I wonder if any bigger AI channels would be interested in helping, i.e., Code Bullet. I've kind of taunted Code Bullet on Twitter a little bit. Now I can mention them in YouTube posts, so watch out, Code Bullet, with your cheeky shenanigans, which are much better than mine and obviously attract more people, despite my posting much more frequently. Let's see. Yeah, and then I actually just reached out to the AI and games channel. I think I posted about that via email. So, things are getting interesting. Seth Bling is out there in the universe and wants to collaborate there. I'd love to work with somebody like that and get more people on the team, especially people that know Minecraft better. I feel like if we had people that really knew Minecraft and MForge well, I could step out of that side of it a little bit and just focus on like neural nets instead of like for instance, on my last stream, it's like, how do I get an item? It was pretty beginner stuff that they could have whipped out in a minute, because I'm not an expert Minecraft mod. Okay. So it didn't blow up. I don't think it blew up, I guess. He's just dying. Oh, it's blowing up. It's always blowing up. All right. Okay, right here, it looks like null pointer exception. Man, this is why I shouldn't talk in code at the same time, or I should talk about the code and not anything else. Because that one line there, that totally blew it out of the water. And it's failing so quietly. Seth Bling is still doing stuff? I think so. I thought I saw something recently. Let's see. Daniel Barracks. I feel like if the hiders can effectively open closed doors like that, would maybe slow the seekers for more points. Doors. TNT. Why did we not think of this? Wait, can mobs interact with doors? And where's Super Jerry when we need him? I don't know if mobs can interact with doors. That would be an interesting thought. Let's see. But doors, yes. I'm writing that down. I don't know why we weren't thinking about that. Never Fear is correct. Code Bullet was tweeted to, but he did not respond. Let's see. For someone who wanted to do this, what graphics card would you recommend to run it without blowing up their PC? I run it on. I mean, we're not GPU optimized right now. So if you can run Minecraft, you can run this. This is still all on the CPU. Up. Here we go. We hit something. Good. Step over. Good. Okay. I think that might have worked. Are we in observer mode? Kind of. And is there definitely someone in the backyard making a lot of noise right now? Definitely. Stop observing. Start observing. Okay. 48, 50, 51. Okay. This is good. Why this isn't updating is a mystery to me, but that's just the local numbers off. Despite us passing it the right thing here. Let's see what this is. Ah. Plus life? I don't know. Well, it's working server side, so I'm going to stop putzing with it right now while we're doing this. Something my grandmother used to say. And my mother, I guess. All right. So ignore this number. That is irrelevant. But this guy is, this is going to slow down training. I should probably have a max. No, you're being spotted. What? Oh, he's not looking directly at him. That's right. Oh, is he? He looked at me, but then he died right there. You know what I need? I need some debug ray trace lines to see when one of those guys is spotting him. So let's look again real quick at what they're doing here. So what I should do, so right now I made it so you had to look directly at him, which gives the hiders a distinct advantage. But what I should do is widen their range. At first I was doing it if they weren't visibly blocked, then it was good. But somewhere in between is going to be the right one. And that's going to take a bunch of coding. So if you guys want me to do that right now, give it like an upvote or something. So like a +1. Not in a vote on the video. I mean, feel free to do that. But I mean, post something. Hey, Matt, go ahead and add. I guess I could do either that or I could do raycast lines that kind of show up when we're. So two Marios just hanging out together, really getting close to each other. F3 plus B. What does that do? F3 Q. No. B. Doesn't say F3B does anything. What are you trying to get me to do? Orgs can use doors. Okay, I'm going to catch up on all this chat real quick while we watch these two Marios oddly gyrate on each other. Okay. This is awkward. Oh. Okay. All right. Tactical gamer, user already exists. I don't understand. I keep saying user already exists. I'm guessing that you've already got a user on there? Yep, use a different one. I think mobs can. Villagers, yeah, villagers can. That's right. Zombies can attack doors. I'm aware of that. That's right. I forgot about the villagers. I'll have to look at that code then. Never fear. In the early stages of my experiment, I went crazy placing and opening and closing doors. Wonderful. All right. Good. Zombies can only break. All right. Only can break them after 2 to 5 seconds in the harder modes. Oh, now we're scrolling here. Right. I thought it was a raycast. They have a couple raycasts, and basically you have to be directly in front of. Why are we back to these guys? I mean, someone else scored higher. Okay, well they're scoring higher, so that's good. God, it's going to take forever to run the simulation like this, though. I'll have to rework this. I can. Okay. Mechanist, what does F3 plus B do? I don't. Oh, shows the hitboxes and the ray trace lines for sight. Oh, really? F3. Nope, it doesn't do it. If evidently you've got YouTube. I keep forgetting I'm on camera here. Nope, that's not it. Don't ban anybody. That's cool. Hold on. We're gonna drop back in and stop observing. Whoa. We got too much going on here. All right, let's look at this guy. Mechanist, I feel like you should be writing this mod instead of me. You seem to know way more about Minecraft than I do. He's dead. Let's see. Yeah, he's looking at him, but they're allowed to look at each other. Okay. Nope. Where are you guys going? Oh, he went right past him. The Gen 13, too. Let's take a look at what their neural nets look like. I'm curious. Relatively complex. All right, back to observing. Mechanist, thanks for the tip. All right. I can't create an account because it keeps saying user already exists. Use different email. Yep. I'm not sure if you were told about the bug, but having spawn blocks like you do without the block causes the bots to spawn and do nothing. That is, I wouldn't say it always happens, but it happens more frequently than I'd like. That will not happen right now the way I have the sim model for ChaosCraft Teams setup. So if you use ChaosCraft Teams, which focus more on, I should have called it something else probably, but that focuses more on the raw output, they don't do that as much. they still can select it as a target. So if I go back over here, hit O, observation options, draw scores, no, target slots. There we go. Save. This guy hasn't selected anything. Oh, I might have not. He might not be scanning either right now. I'll have to look into that. That's probably not good. Weird fixes to play. Yeah, I saw about the placing a spawn block on top. That doesn't fully make sense to me. I mean, I know why it would work in a way, because they can't scan the spawn block if there's a block on top of it. So it can only spawn blocks that aren't visibly blocked. A lot of using the words block. But yeah. My hair is all screwy. Just getting used to it. I haven't had a haircut in a very long time. F3B shows the hit by, yep, your chat, never mind. I'm trying to get all my Gmails. But it won't work. I'm not sure, Tactical Gamer. That's, like I said, different username for now. I've been meaning to go in and clean out some of the usernames. We've got a couple hundred users at this point. 100 and some? 100 and some. I doubt we have 200 yet. But you never know. This guy's just killing it, hiding. So I just realized a fatal flaw. I mean, I knew there's a fatal flaw. Let me take that back. Let's put a limit on this thing, because otherwise they're gonna just beat this thing all the snot. Because once the hiders, if all the seekers are dead, then the hiders can easily hide. So let's put a limit on this. I'm wondering why that math didn't add up. It was tripping me out, because that should work, because that should update the expected life end time. But and this is perfect because we've got life there. If it's greater than, we guys want to limit this with, let's put the limit up here somewhere. I think we're going to go with max life of 45, because they already start with 15 right now. Oh, there we go. I already started writing it. Actually, we won't even send the packet then. Okay, hold on. We're going to do that. We're going to move this up here. You know, we're going to do this. 0, life 1, good, plus, that's hacky. That's a bit hacky. It's just, I'm leaving myself open to some weird stuff going on here. Let's go down here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make another const, life reward. Oh, again. There we go. That's less hacky. Okay. And we play the reset game, and I will answer some questions, or comments, or concerns about my sanity. Okay. Here we go. I think the ChaosNet got DDoSed. That'd be interesting. Well, that wouldn't be running then if it was properly DDoSed. Let me see. No, it's loading. I can pull up the. I do have a rate limiter on it, so I mean, eventually, if it gets hit enough, it'll stop. But all right, here we go. Maybe go incognito. Yeah, it's good. Check your cookies. Yep, definitely. Daniel B. Not sure what the Seeker's specific gene pool is or anything, but it seems like they've learned to just move around because the hiders are always in a specific direction, unless they want something else. Yeah, they. I think I want to put in a penalty for hitting walls too, kind of, because they just walk into walls at random times. The server didn't reboot, did it? Did it reboot? No, it did not. Yeah, but they definitely more the one if they spawn with no movement neurons, then or maybe it's just jump neuron where they jump in place, it's unlikely that they would score at all. So it's going to take them a little while to score. But what I need to do, I think I said this a little bit ago, is to ease up their fitness function. I kind of did this with the target stuff when we first started doing the target stuff in the B. Is that I rewarded them for looking in the general direction of it, but the pitch was always off. But the pitch doesn't matter. So I need to read what is going on here. Where's the server? It's slowly booting up. If hiders are on a different Y value, then maybe it would force them to look more directly. I'm actually not sure if I even have the pitch back in there. That was one of the fun things about doing this, is I didn't have to worry about pitch for once, because we never quite got that going smoothly. And need to drink water. It might get to a point where the seekers immediately go where the hiders usually are. They would have to have some concept of absolute positioning, which they actually get their own absolute position in the OpenAI version, so maybe we should add that. This is me. I'm controlling this. Okay. Oh, start observing. I'm betting we just got a bunch of Marios that are, because they never reported because they just kept hiding, and I think all the hiders are dead. I'm betting if I go to train network info, we're pretty close to the end. No? Yeah, we got 10 hiders and no seekers. So this is where I have to start reworking it, because right now it randomly picks roles and pops them in there. But I need to make it so it has a set hiders and seekers count, and that's going to take a while to do. And I don't even know, like, is that like a markup language that you use to specify what it looks like? Is that, how does that look in Chaos net, or should I just hotwire it in, which I probably should, so we can make a video about it, and then no one else will be able to make it but me and people that know how to code, which is that's kind of against what I'm trying to do with this project. I'm trying to make it so people with no coding experience can do this. They are scanning, by the way. I was wrong. They are scanning. Excuse me. Let's see. Let them figure out not to hit walls. I also want to add in that collision thing that punishes them for slapping into the walls, but I see what you're saying. They're walking backwards too, which drives me nuts. You remind me of a dad with 6 diplomas. I'm not sure if that's a compliment, the fun buns, or an insult. So I don't really have that many diplomas. I'm definitely not an academic, and I really hope I'm not a dad. No offense to kids out there, but I don't. Okay, so we're at negative 81, which means whatever I just did not work. So that means it's debug time, because they shouldn't be able to make it past negative 45. I feel guilty touching my face indoors right now, like, because you're not supposed to touch your face when you're. Now I'm like, I'm with people. Clearly, germs don't go through cameras. I don't know. I'm getting paranoid here. Okay, that's good. Step over. Step over. Okay. The expected life end time is not getting updated. That's clearly it's not, because it's the end of the world. Okay. Where did I get that from? Okay, so this is world time. So we're Okay, this got minus world time. That's probably what I'm forgetting here. Minus base org manager dot get entity dot world dot get world get time get game time. So that's what we got to do there. Hold on, we're gonna make this debuggable as heck. We're just gonna stop everything for a second. I don't think anybody voted on what they wanted me to work on next here, so we're just randomly doing this right now. This is what happens when I jump back and forth from two different programming languages. Life and seconds. Okay. All right, non-int, I don't care. Float, fine. Double. Okay. There we go. Move it down here. For those of you guys that are learning to program, this is how it works. You iterate, and you iterate, then you cry, and then you iterate some more. And sometimes it works. The fun buns, you're the last comment still. I'm really curious what you meant there. I feel like it's a compliment. I mean, it's the beard. The beard's making me more dad-like. This t-shirt's from the summer camp I coach at, so I probably shouldn't have the logo on screen. Oops. That's good press for them, maybe, or maybe they don't want to be affiliated with me. I don't know. Actually, they put out like plenty of videos with me in it, so I don't think they care. What's my favorite coding language? That's a tough one. So there's you got to understand I'm wearing two hats here, not literally but metaphorically. That as a developer, as a software developer, I tend to like more technological, complex languages. As a business owner, JavaScript is really easy to hire for because anybody that writes a web page has to know some amount of JavaScript pretty much. I think Microsoft's trying to get rid of that, but still. And then what happens is you can get languages like Node.js where you can write JavaScript in the back end, or you can even like get it to run as firmware on a Raspberry Pi. There's Noduinos. And then there's, JavaScript databases like Mongo. So, okay, life expected end. Something's not right. Is that in ticks? Why am I not calculating this right? We'll get end time. Okay. I'm totally screwing this up somehow. And it kicked me off anyway. All right, I need to focus here because I am clearly just jumping around. So we need to look in the fitness. Let's go network. We're looking for the score packet, org, server. What are you doing? Always trying to refactor something. Okay, we need to find the constructor for this. Fitness manager base. Okay, get game time. Okay, there's a game. This must be in ticks. So that's the part I just got to factor in the ticks here. Let's go back to whatever we were looking at. Not that. Not that. Not that anymore. Oh. Okay. So let's take a look there. I think I have to. Is that divided by 20? Yeah. That looks good. If anybody else sees mistakes in my math, please feel free to shout it out. I will happily look when I'm done with this code here. And that's client side. So we can just redo that. Okay. I'm still on camera. All right. Mechanist, good thing I know JavaScript. Honestly, right now, not a bad time to know it. I'd still recommend familiarizing yourself with other languages. Like, one of them that comes to mind is Python. Right now is hot, and I'm not great at Python. The tabbing and stuff like that still throws me off, and some of their stuff. So, Python's a great language. It's definitely better than Ruby on Rails. Another good one to know is C, which I've written C before, but I would definitely need it's not like JavaScript where I can write it pretty much without needing to reference stuff. So, yeah. See, Microsoft tried something like that with ActiveX back in the day and failed. I know they're basically, didn't they build a browser now off of Chromium? Like, I really am behind on Microsoft. First thing I did was open up whatever their browser was here and just install Chrome. I was like, I can't. But I'm told that they use Edge or something like that. My roommate actually is a Microsoft, a dev that writes mainly in Microsoft languages, not for Microsoft. But so we have some interesting conversations. It's like, oh my God, what did they have you do? You had to do this? Like, God, I love Ubuntu. But Adobe doesn't run on Ubuntu and doesn't have great GPU support for streaming. So that's why you see me using a Microsoft machine. Probably should have gone with Apple. I don't know. I'm gonna get like a lot of flack for that. Oh, did they just all time out? Did the code I wrote actually work? Okay. He's scoring. Okay, they're dying faster than I'd like. Okay, the code I wrote did not work. It overdid it. Seekers don't find anything. We gotta go here. There we go. Don't even know what that number is. Clearly not what I needed to do. Oh my God, I'm a total idiot. I divided the life in seconds and not the ticks. I'm really just showing what a crack programmer I am today. Listen, this is why I don't stream and code more. It's funny because the random Twitch stream went off without a hitch. Perfect. Like, I couldn't have asked for it to be better. Right? Planned YouTube stream with me programming on it, just a tad, totally not working. So, here we go. Do I know much about hardware? I actually know way less about hardware than I do about distributed cloud-based systems and all that. Everything's virtualized, and I made my most recent years living building stuff on Amazon Web Services, which takes all the hardware out of it. So I'll be honest, I was A+ certified at one point, and I did build a computer when I was younger, but that was a long time ago, very long. Mechanist, I made a 16-bit computer in Minecraft, albeit. That's pretty impressive, actually. Yeah, that's cool. And Mechanist, feel free to post that in the Discord. I don't know, somewhere. I think you guys did at one point, but feel free to post it again because that's pretty cool stuff. Sometimes I think you guys should have your own YouTube channels. You guys have a lot of cool stuff. Mechanist, you probably already do have a YouTube channel. I mean, you clearly have a YouTube profile, and I think you get videos on there. I think I looked at it once, but okay. Oh, okay, hit the break point. Life and end in seconds. What is that? Why is it such a crazy big number? Okay, we're gonna look in here again. What am I missing? Expected life end time. World get time. Maybe I've got to divide the whole thing by it. I'm trying to remember. Okay. That actually makes sense. Okay, so I'm stashing the world time that it ends, not in seconds, in ticks. And slowly boring everyone to death with this. Okay, here we go. You did have a video on it. Good. And you know Python. Wonderful. And I'm learning Java and C++. C++? Yeah, C++, C, yeah. Both good to know. C Sharp's been convenient, but if you know Java, you basically can pick up C Sharp in a matter of minutes. It's been a long time since I used to use C. Last time I used C, I believe, was on an Arduino project back in 2012 or 13 for a startup company I was working on. Can't remember what it was, but I still have the hardware for it. I got a bunch of Arduinos sitting over there and some Raspberry Pis, but they're a couple years old now. I do a video on my hackathon kit over there. Functional programming is the hold on, this is a learn Haskell, guys. Haskell. Functional programming is the future. Functional programming is the present. Like in a lot of ways, I like functional programming for certain things. Like if you were to write something that needs to run insanely fast over and over again. Well, honestly, probably like my neural nets here. But object-oriented also has its uses. And we're just all Marios all day right now. Did I remove that breakpoint? Give me a second. 14 seconds. Yes, there we go. Okay, breakpoint there. Hit play before this blows up. Okay. That didn't work. Life end second. Okay, that you should be dead. Why is it still ticking? Life end seconds. 14. Life reward 1. Max life 45. Sorry, everyone. I'm really just off the game today, but that's all right. We're getting progress here. They're gonna get life and not live forever, but live for a reasonable amount of time. Let's see. Surprisingly, the amount of things you can make inside Minecraft itself is amazing. Some coders I've heard say that Minecraft programming is harder than their jobs. I would say that this is typically harder than the programming stuff I do for my consulting work. I mean, the neural net stuff alone is. The soft skills I have for my job are, that's a different story. Communication is key. Redstone programming isn't exactly well documented like most programming languages are. Huh? I don't think I've actually done that much with Redstone. Like, you guys have done a lot more with Redstone than I have. Okay. Oh, start observing. Get my mouse back. Okay. Here we go. Step over. Good. We're hitting it. Okay. Oh, that's right. This counter is not going to work. Okay, this score shouldn't go above. It'd be 30 plus 50. It shouldn't go above 45, ideally, before they die. Well, it's ticking a little faster than I'd like. Yeah, that's ticking faster than the second. What do I have? I think, they're getting rewarded every half second. So this actually can go up to 90, theoretically. So just sitting there watching the sky. Evidently, I do have a pitch output in there somewhere. Okay, it's above 90. Let's put a breakpoint in and see why. Oh, what? He made it. He changed his mind. He wanted to look down. That was interesting. Okay, now I want to see what his neural net looks like. More details, neural net. There you go. Change pitch output. I wonder what it was. God, it's so much easier to decode the neural nets without the action stuff in there. That makes it so much more complicated. Okay, he's living forever. Let's do that breakpoint. Life second and negative 71. Did I? Okay, game time minus. Should be, yeah, game time's going upwards, so minus that. Okay. There we go. This honestly, this isn't. You know what? I'm just going to copy that line up there. This is incredible how off the ball this has been right here. All right, run client. Good. I'm feeling. You know what? I'm not going to say. I was going to say I'm feeling better about this, but that's how you get jinxed. Mark Kennedy, welcome to the stream. Where do you sign up for a ChaosNet account? ChaosNet.ai. Sounds really weird when I say that. ChaosNet.ai. Yeah. So, Mark Kennedy, are you? This is your first time on the stream? You've been following for a while. Are you in Discord? If so, what's your username? I should try to code in Redstone for video. That could be interesting. God, that could be interesting and tedious. I mean, I've got the mind for it. I'm sure I could sort it out. I'm usually pretty good at absorbing programming languages extremely rapidly. It'd be interesting programming in a physical realm. I have an idea for an IDE that uses augmented reality, believe it or not. I have a whole idea for ARML, which is an augmented reality markup language that I would love to build. There's so many things I want to build, just not enough hours in the day. Okay. Life ends seconds, negative 14. Dang it. Where am I off here? Game time keeps going up. Expected life end time. Actually, that can work. Let's let that run through real quick. Yep. Mark Kennedy. Okay, cool. You are on Discord. I don't think I've seen you chat much, but happy to have you on there. Yeah, let's see. The most I've done with Redstone was a simple button door. I think I've done that one. I tried building the mob farm once in survival mode, which took me a long time, and I never quite got it to work right. It was the one where it uses water, and it basically flooded it with water, then in a dark room, and then didn't flood it, and then it flooded it, and then pushed him off a cliff basically, and then you catch him down at the bottom. It took forever to build, and I never quite got it to work right. Okay, we need to start observing. 90, 91, dang it. 92, 93, 94, 95. This is just embarrassing. It was almost better when I couldn't give him more life. Life end seconds, 37. Hold on. $49, okay. Let's step forward. It's bypassing him. This might be working. I just might have miscalculated. Yeah, we got the life end seconds. That's good. Well, let's give it just a little more time and see if he dies. It time's out. Of course it time's out. All right, here we go. Basically, people can make computers use Minecraft. Redstone for sure. Simply put, a very, very basic programming language. Yeah. I mean, I remember making circuit boards back in the day, and like out of breadboards and wiring up calculators and stuff like that using just wires and gates, which is exactly what you do in Minecraft. So I've definitely done that. I once built a binary calculator. I built a couple weird things. When I was a little kid, I tried to make a machine that electrified red hots. I was a hefty little kid that liked my candy. Thought they would be good electrified for some reason. No idea why. Let's see. I just read Mechanist's comment. Oh, so basically what I did. No, I think you must be referring to something else, because what I did was insane. Value based on, I believe, like chess. Okay, this guy's already at 150 score. His life ended 56 seconds ago. Something in there is not right. And I don't know how much time I want to spend on the stream with doing that. We've been in here for an hour and 16 minutes. What do you guys want me to be focused on, working on right now? What do you guys want to see with this stuff within the context of probably sticking with hiders and seekers, since we're stuck on that? I could focus on adding some new neurons. I might just have to remove all this for now. Well, I could work on the spawning stuff. I really don't like doing YouTube stuff that's full of coding. It also makes my videos tougher to do, because no one wants to see me code in the videos. I want to get right to the bots learning stuff. Okay. Yeah, this guy's just going to stare at the sky until I get this sorted out, so. Does anybody see where I'm screwing this up? Like it's, let's see, step over. So it stopped adding it, which is good. What do we got going on here? Okay. Let's go back to the server and just see if we're screwing this up on the server org manager here. Max life seconds plus equals value. That's good. Wait, did he die? He finally died. Okay, are we just adding time so fast? Or maybe it's not adjusting the local score so much. I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe it's not you know what? This could possibly be it right here. Plus, it's locally only adding 1/20th of it each time, so we can get 20 times longer. Okay. Well, this is a cluster of epic proportions. All right, redoing it. I feel better about it now. I have a binary calculator on Super Jerry 2 server. I think I've seen that one too. Bro, you're like a genius. Mechanist is pretty smart. He is. Him and Super Jerry have been around in this project and very active on it for a long time. So there are also mods for this project. And Mechanist, you've done a great job, except that one time when you changed the channel to not suitable for work for no apparent reason. Still not quite sure what happened there. It was a part of a joke, I get it, but let's not do that. That was funny, actually, but don't do it again. Just do the coding on a different screen and let the bots run on the main screen. Well, that's a good idea, except if they're not dying, then nothing's going to happen for a while. They'll just get stuck in a corner and stare at the sky. So hopefully they die. God, it's dark. I've got a bunch of good one-liners for the video. I can edit it out of this thing at least. Hopefully they die. I want them to live, but not forever staring at the sky. It's no way to live. I gotta go out and adventure. It's hard to even see the code on mobile. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, scores. So the top score should be 90. Look at the expected life end is starting to look more realistic. Okay, they have surpassed the expected life end. Nuts. 56. The expected life end is is looking more realistic. But it continues to go up. Okay. All right. So, what I'm seeing right here is I was right to do this the first time. Wait, is that right? Expected life end time should be in the future, so that should always be greater than game time. So, okay. Again, I think we're getting slightly closer there. So we were partially right before, we were just not cut. It's going from ticks to seconds that threw this whole thing off. I should just do everything in ticks, probably. Let's see. He's got to rest the server and the client to implement the code, though. Reset, yeah. That is okay. It's hard to even see the code, though, on mobile. Yeah, I totally understand. I already read that. Let's see if I've got any fun stories to tell you guys while I... Oh, I do have a fun story. Hold on. Let's see if I could do this. Well, this thing boots up. Check it out. I started a watercolor of Ernie, the puppy. I had a stressful week, so I've been doing a little more watercoloring. Calms me down. But the weekend is here. Got a co-working virtual meetup, which should be interesting because there's some leadership changes that just came out today, so it gets real exciting. I was thinking about doing a virtual Zoom thing, but being as I can't control what people say if we actually all jumped on there, like a Zoom thing for the schematical community. If I let everybody on there, who knows what people would be saying, and also you got kids in different countries with different laws about what they can be recording on or whatever, and it's just all types of weirdness. So I said, let's just hold off on that. I do want to have, I was thinking this would be cool, like kind of down the line, long term. Is it going to go above 45? It's not going above 45. The expected life end, of course, is going to change. For the love of everything holy. Why am I not thinking this through? It's just going to keep, I made them immortal yet again. Oh my God, I'm really not thinking this through. When I'm not on camera, this is actually pretty much how it looks. I'm just much quieter about it. I mean, sometimes it flows. All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what I should have done from the very beginning without all that math. Okay. So we call it max life is the score. Is it actually a client? It is a client. Okay. Get latest score. Yeah. Wow. I wasted a lot of time there. God, that's so much simpler. No ticks, nothing else. Just get the latest score. Of course, their max life is going to go down. I'm not tracking how many seconds I already gave them. Doggy, doggo, yeah. I don't know what it is, but I can watch you do the most boring things. Well, thank you. I I don't know how to... The Fun Bunch, you have some very interesting compliments slash I don't know. It's very very good, very well done. Mute everyone and make them chat on Zoom. They just look at each other's faces. Don't use Zoom. Not very secure. Yeah, I know. Problem is like it's become ubiquitous. I personally don't use it for setting up stuff, but when I say Zoom, it could mean any number of things. It's almost become like a verb right now, where it's interchangeable. When you say Facebook me, you definitely mean message me, but FaceTime could mean like call on. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. I don't even know what they're doing out there. Okay, here we go again. And the score is being calculated twice a second, I think, so we might only be able to get up to half the score, or half the life, which is fine by me. Yeah, if the score reaches 45, it should stop going up. I should probably give them like half a second, or I should double their score. Okay, if we pass 45, the score's going down. All right, I'm gonna let these guys die out. Stop observing this guy because he's gonna bore me to death. You know what? It's not you, Mario. That was the worst. That was not a one-liner that will go in the next video. I couldn't come up with anything clever there. Okay, do we have any seekers? Are we totally stuck on hiders right now? 88%, and like they're all. Oh, that's because these. You know what? These guys are in my session. That's why. Hey, what about Google Hangouts instead? I've used Google Hangouts as well. I keep forgetting that Discord can do that. Yes, when I say Zoom, you probably could use Discord. I'm always hesitant to. Well, I should hang out in the voice chat more to help people. Let's see. I usually use VC on Discord. Sounded like some loud, put out a tune guitar. Now it's some lawn care instrument. Get sharpness on my sword. Yeah, I don't use it that much, and plus I'll probably accidentally throw it at something or lose it fairly soon. So I don't know. I had it equipped the whole thing. I wasn't even thinking about that. All right. There's literally no seekers right now. I'm about to do like a repair or something to get some seekers here. I could just kill all the entities, I suppose. Yeah, we're hold on. Let's look at ChaosNet and see where I'm at here. I need to print out a link to ChaosNet so that way you can just easily just click a link somewhere and it says, "Hey, go to ChaosNet." All right, ChaosNet. Is this mine? Hide and seek, T ranks. I think these are all mine. These are all mine. Okay, let's see what we got. A loading screen. Good. That's not good actually, but yeah, I'm screwing around. Okay, let's try this again. Loading. Oh, now you load. Okay, there we go. All right, children reported. Seekers 40, 40, 42, 40, 40, 40, 25 hiders. So a lot of the seekers are done. Yeah, a lot of the seekers are done. So these hiders are getting. You know what? Now that I've changed this up, I should probably just hit it with a hard reset anyway. I don't know. Let's see. Sharpness on my sword. All right, fine. I'll get the sharpness on the sword. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I hit it with a hard reset? Because we've changed one fundamental factor of the game. Now they can score more because they can live longer. I can put sharpness on this block. Whoa, what's that? ZP. Good. Okay. That makes sense. Wow. Now it's all glowy and distracting. Do I see how many hits it takes to kill this guy? I mean, of course the answer is yes. Wow, he just exploded. Sneaking up on him. He can't see me. Ah, he's got me. Oh, no witnesses. Okay, this is just childish at this point. I'm only doing this because I want to finish this generation out soon, and there's no seekers left in this generation because we haven't programmed them to stagger it properly. There we go. Yeah, they're not doing much. Better idea to get an unbiased result. I would be a better idea to get an unbiased result. Hit them with the hard reset. Yeah. What are we at for this species real quick? Network info. 94%. We're at 94%. Let's... Yeah, I guess we can hit it with a hard reset. There's so many. I mean, I say that, and then I realize that there's so many other factors here. Like the complexity of this thing is pretty bad. Let's see. I do want to see one thing to see network info. No, observation options. There we go. Save. So they're not using the target slot. So that's something I definitely should debug because they should be getting target slots. So gotta look into that. Imagine playing with a FOV that isn't Quake Pro. We better hit him with a hard reset. We got half an hour left in this thing. If I hit him with a hard reset now, we're probably not going to see anything. So if I let it ride through, we'll at least see some behavior here. Where are the... Stop observing. It's still all Mario's, which just drive me nuts. Training, network info. Yeah, 95%. You know, I'm going to be a jerk and just keep killing them. You're throwing off our scores. Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to hit it with a hard reset because I just realized, like, that's silly either way now because they got over rewarded, and once they're over rewarded, there's no way we're going to beat those scores, so we got to hit it with a hard reset. I got to look into what that network error is. I think it's an auth error. Another thing I'm going to do is just make it so you can hit your session just by clicking in the corner here and then go to your current session. But then I got to create user records for everybody because we had those on Dynamo, but we don't have them on Mongo yet, and I don't know if people are active. I don't know. So much I got to do. A lot of work to do. So if anybody wants to collaborate on this and contribute, be my guest. Hard reset, hit, good. Back here, run client, go. I also need to make a button that makes it so it refreshes without having to restart the client and the server. That would probably save some time. And standing while doing this is getting my back a little bit. Mechanist, you're heading out. Well, thanks for joining. You know where to find us. Imagine playing with a negative field of view, yeah? That's a trip. Oh man, a bunch of chats going on in the Discord that I'm just looking at here that I have missed because I'm on the stream. All right, we got a bit of both going on here. Let's hop right into observe mode. So we got a seeker. I mean, everybody's at 0. If we're at the highest score, if the person we're observing is 0, that means the highest score is 0. I should probably make it so you can turn on and off which rule you want the high score for. I know I need to make it so you can tab around to other bots. You know, it's a lot of stuff we got going on here. I mean, those are actually like the thing is anything ChaosCraft code, anybody can edit and fork and contribute. So if you were to want to contribute, then by all means hop on there and add some of that stuff. Actually, Cold Embrace, you're the one that wants the tab to switch characters. You can do that. The thing is, ChaosNet stuff people can't really contribute on as much because it's very, well, it's complicated, but it's totally different because you can't really test it unless you've got lambdas and God. But so anybody interested in helping out, feel free to fork it and make a pull request. Sorry, I'm responding to some of the stuff on the Discord. Current viewers, yeah, we're starting to die down on viewers right now. Bit rate's a little bit low, and I'll keep going we'll go until the stream hits 2 hours. Never fear, I could mess with it, but I don't know enough Forge to do that. I vaguely could tell you where it is. Okay, this guy's trapped in the corner. At least they're dying. What's a high score? We got 30 here for the hiders. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that the hiders are definitely going to be better off at first. The big thing, I think we're going to see something really improve once I figure out why, oh why, these are always null. So I also want to put them back in the lava maze. That would be an interesting thought, to put these guys back in lava, but there's just too many things going on right now. Try to make a flying machine with redstone. All right. Actually, at 3 o'clock. No. Need water. All right, while we watch this, I'm going to take a little look here at Cold Embrace's code. And it's going to be in the server org manager is where I put the code for that item stuff. God, I love that they have code navigation in GitHub now. It is fantastic. All right, server org manager. Init inventory. You got the init inventory code in there. That's good. I think. Let's just make sure that's getting called somewhere. Yep, okay. Yeah, you've got everything where it needs to be. Well, I say everything, but enough of it. And what training room are you using, Cold Embrace? A link to that would be killer. Actually, oh, I think, you know what? I know. I used it earlier in the video. Because all my orgs I'd killed off. gonna look at your settings real quick. Your roles, edit roles, default. I don't know why I'm narrating this. You can't see it. And they don't. Oh, you don't have the at symbol in there, but that should just default it to 1. They don't have 1 oak plank. Maybe I didn't actually test it without the at symbol, so that could be the problem. Let me go back to your code and look here. So I'm going to respond to it, but basically I'm going to give you instructions here, what you need to do. So I just pop some breakpoints in there. All right, we're still at Gen 0 here. Let's take a look at some neural nets. I want to make like a tiny display in the corner with their neural nets firing off. Neural net. Yeah, well, is looking at. So their eyes are tied to things. Change pitch, change head yaw, walk forward, jump. So they're tied to proper things there. Should probably get rid of that green line in the center before it gives someone a seizure. Yeah, this conversation in random's freaking me out. I mean, I'm aware that everything's being scanned, but I'm not going to get on that soapbox right now. All right, build test. Gotcha. Cool. Fun buns. I can't even run Minecraft. That would make it difficult to train using ChaosCraft for sure. Never fear. I forgot the at thing. Well, so the at thing I actually coded for it, but never tested it. I just looked at the code again and an eyeball, and it looks decent. So if you don't have the at symbol, it should just put one of them in there. So I still think you're going to put some breakpoints in there. You could use some OpenGL methods to do that, to render the neural nets in observer mode. Cool. I think what I'm going to do, because as the channel grows, I'm hoping more modders will jump on and want to help and contribute. And so I'm trying to separate out the tasks I think would be low-hanging fruit for anyone with basic modder stuff. And I'm thinking for example, Mechanist is I don't know his exact age, but he's a young person that's aspiring dev and everything. And you can get some real kind of hacker cred by getting your GitHub up. So I'm trying to separate out what would be a really complex thing versus something simple. I mean, the changing the observe mode stuff and the angles there, that so you get better angles here. That doesn't strike me as incredibly complex. That's probably a mid-level dev type thing, but it probably wouldn't be something that freshmen in college with no programming background or just they're taking their first CS classes could do. So yeah, I'm trying to just separate that out, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that on Trello, make that a little bit better. All right, 15 minutes. I might sit down. My back is getting to me. Hold on. Take my face off camera. If I can get my mouse back. I'll be back. Got this giant standing desk. There we go. All right, put it down. We still got 8 viewers. Cool. I'm glad we haven't lost you yet. So it looks like a high score is going to be around 123 right now. And none of the species have iterated their generation yet. Let's see. Put this over here. Someday I'll figure this out. Okay. Let's go back to species. And yeah, no, none of them have iterated yet. Some of them are getting close, though. Narwhal. It's my niece's favorite thing. I'm not leaving till I have to. #support. All right, the fun buns. That's I appreciate the support. What do I have my? These guys have default roles, right? I didn't. So I'm training with the same settings you guys are. You get org batch size. Why is the org? Oh, that's right. I dropped down the org batch size to 10. But that one should be editable now, assuming I made the deploy by anybody. Orgs per species 40, max top orgs 5. That sounds about right. I almost want to drop that down a little lower. Min species counts 10, so that's what we're seeing. We got 20 species going on. I just realized you guys could create an unlimited amount of roles too, but then that would screw up the breeding. Oh well, we'll cross that bridge when we need to burn it. 3 species gen to improve 50. 2. So, all right, well that's all good. How do you guys find this? Is the site fairly easy to navigate? I realize it's definitely not perfect and it's still got a lot of bugs in it, but yeah, I should put somewhere on here that it's an alpha. So I'm probably never gonna put thumbnails up here because I don't really. Yeah. All right, what do we got? We've lost one. Yeah, I see that. That's all right. This isn't like the most thrilling thing. We've had our fun for today. So I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try and work on some of the back end stuff. I think the sessions. So back up to okay. I think that could just be internet connectivity. I could look at this analytics thing. Yeah, we're good. So does anybody have any final comments, questions, suggestions, or otherwise? And while you guys are typing that up, because it's going to take forever for this to buffer and whatever I want to say, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. That always helps out. Sharing especially. I think someone shared it, and the PhDs down in Texas took an interest to this thing, and I actually have had several meetings with them about collaborating. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's a little hush hush, but that was pretty cool. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm always open to them. I really need to remember to put that in the videos. Drop the blah 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 in the comments. But yeah, I think we're going to continue to focus on this, trying to mimic the OpenAI results a little bit more. And yeah, where was I going with this one? Other than that, patreon.com/schematical if you're at all interested in collaborating or contributing to the server costs. And I mean, honestly, I'd love to do this for my job someday. So, never fear. I literally, as I'm saying this, I just saw your comment pop up. I'm getting there. Yeah, but the patrons, you guys are killing it. You guys are amazing. This is definitely is awesome. I don't know. I'm getting sentimental here. What else do I got? Yeah, that's it. If you guys aren't training and you want to train it, like I said, the Discord is the best place to get support for that type of stuff. Uh, one thing that is brought to my attention as we grow, I'm going to need to get this. I don't know if I want. Now, you know what? I'm not going to discuss that on stream right now. I got to get my ducks in order, basically, in a lot of different ways. So, yep, there's Mario just standing around, chilling. Do we have any more seekers? So, what I'm thinking right now is what I'd like to rehearse in my head for the following week is that I should really, now that we can set settings, I may need to start working on this. This whole experiment would probably be easier in a smaller setting, and I might have to get the team spawning stuff kind of working a little better. So meaning that we'll probably make copies of this maze and have them spawn. Well, I'll always spawn 2 seekers and 2 hiders in the same kind of little version of this maze. So that is going to be something I need to work on this next week, and I don't know how I'm going to define that exactly. But basically, it's called the sim mode or the spawn mode, and you'll be able to define that. And yeah, we'll just iterate from there because I think that's a more like a close quarters area will be good. So yeah. Which programming language is the easiest and which programming language is the hardest, says the Fun Buns. In my opinion, JavaScript is extremely easy to learn because JavaScript, you don't need a compiler, which a lot of people get confused by compilers. And there's all the setup, the barrier to entry for the IDE is the problem. With what you have on your computer right now, you can make a web page using HTML and JavaScript, and you don't need to install an IDE. You don't need to compile anything. So that's my day zero suggestion to people. With that said, it's not, I think I said this earlier in the stream, it's not the most technologically advanced one, but it's one of the ones you can get started with. A lot of people just get hung up installing the IDE, and it's a integrated development environment, I think is what that stands for. So I say just start with a simple, take a text editor, open it up, and make your first web page. Go to w3schools.com and just start playing with HTML. Then after about an hour of that, hop over to the JavaScript side and just start implementing some basic JavaScript. Make it alert. The first thing you got to do, make it alert. And that's like a little box that pops up on your screen and says, hey, you sure you want to go back right now or whatever? Any language is closer to the hardware is on the other side. Or is on the harder side. Yeah, exactly. So I would say start with that and then go and tackle and don't spend months on JavaScript. Spend days on it and then start working your way towards Python or one of those other ones. And Python is very different than JavaScript, like syntax wise. It doesn't, like most of them use brackets. Most of it like C Sharp and Java and so many other ones use brackets to define scope, and Python doesn't quite do that. So it's easy enough to grasp. If you can understand the difference between JSON and YAML, you'll figure out a good chunk of it pretty quickly. And JSON and YAML are easy to learn. All right, what are we at? 55? All right, what do we have with this generation? Network info. Gen progress, 73. Total orgs per gen, 800. So you should never really have more than 1,000 orgs when I run that Redis scan thing. So I got to figure out what's going on there. I mean, I will sometimes have more orgs because anybody working in dev is going to have more orgs, but it shouldn't happen too often. I've got to write some cleanup scripts for that. There's so much, now that more people are using this, there's so much more maintenance I've got to do these days. Come on, I want to see what Gen 2 looks like. I'm not expecting There's a guy outside the door doing stuff again. I'm not expecting like a ton of brilliant behavior right now. I'm learning Godot. I hope I'm saying that right. Engine, a native language, right? An engine native language right now. Okay, cool. I don't believe I've played with that one. I hear good things about Golang. A friend of mine's making a decent living consulting on Go. He was a big crypto guy and picked it up for that, but he had a crypto startup and it didn't quite go right, so he switched over. Actually, I want to catch up with that guy. Brilliant individual. He's very interested in this. Always been very supportive of ChaosCraft and the AI stuff. He's always asking about it. So yeah, are they all Mario again? Mario. Yeah, I think the highest priority will be making it so they spawn evenly. Otherwise, it's just pointless having a bunch of Mario standing here getting max scores all the time. We also got to think about, so once I do that, I could probably do some type of proportional score based on, so these guys are all scored individually, but based on other things. So I don't know. Godot. That's I'm thinking like Gal Gadot, like Wonder Woman. You know, the actress that plays Wonder Woman now. I do want to see the new Wonder Woman '84 movie. It seems interesting. Keep thinking DC's down and out, but I forget that they got Wonder Woman as a franchise. All right. Well, that's it. By the time you guys see this, the stream will be ended because it's ending. But have a good one. Take care. Yeah, 76%. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. I've got to hop off for another call. So I will be online this weekend, I think, a bunch. If it's nice, we might go to the park again. We did last week. This tiny park, no one was there. It was amazing. Kind of hidden. They don't allow dogs though, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna stretch my legs before this next little meeting. See ya, and yeah, I'll be on the Discord. That motorcycle, yeah, it's a leaf blower, I think. So, new video comes out in about an hour. Take care.